Hi, in today's video I'm going to show you how to set up a WordPress blog on Bluehost specifically. I like them because they're really easy, and this is really important because if you want to create passive income, if you want to create any type of income online, a blog will always help you out. It's a great way to communicate with prospects, to do SEO, to get people over to your website. And it doesn't matter what you're selling, physical products, affiliate products, information products, music, videos, whatever it is that you're selling, a blog will always come in handy. And if you're just starting out, then a blog is actually the best way to start because it's so easy and it teaches you everything that you need to learn to become an internet marketer if you want. So let's get started. This is Bluehost. As you can see, it might look different at the time where you visit this website because I'm shooting this video at this moment in time, but of course they might change their site a little bit. But you'll find a sign up now button and then you click on it. You choose a domain name, or you already have one, but I'm going to choose a domain name and I already gave it some thought. I'm going to create copy their success.com because it sounds like a great name to use for a blog. I clicked on next. Now I have to fill in all of my details and billing information. Of course, I'm not going to let you join me on that one because this is personal. So I'll see you right after I've filled in clicked actually on this next button. But let me first of all have a look to see if there's something I need to tell you here. You don't need the pro package at this point. So I always take the 12-month price, because that's the best way to get started. You could take the SiteLock domain security, that's a good idea. You could use a Site Backup Pro. I'm going to deselect it. I will take my own backups. If you don't know how to create backups, you might want to leave this on. This search engine jumpstart, I don't take that. I do take the domain whois privacy. That is a good idea. And this is just where you fill in your credit card details. You always have to confirm this, so then you can click next. So I'm gonna fill in this page without the camera on, and I'll see you back once that I'm on the other side. So I am on the other side right now. What happened after I filled in all of my payment details is that I simply had to click on the create password thing, and then I could simply create my password. Now I'm going to fill in my domain name again to log in. After my account got verified, after my password was installed, this is what it looks like. So I am on the hosting tab right now. We have cPanel, we have a server, we have email, website, applications, FTP, and databases. We're going to keep this really simple for this very first video. So I'm simply going to install a WordPress blog, and you can find it right here where it says Site Builders. I click on WordPress right over here. Okay, so this is the page that you get, and there's something important here. Sometimes it might give you a little error here that says something like your FTP couldn't be accessed or something. That's because this account is brand new, the domain name is brand new, so it might be a good idea to wait an hour or so before you go do all of this stuff. But you can try right away like I'm doing here. So we go to WordPress here. You could use a premium WordPress thing if you want some fancy themes, but you don't have to start out with that. I start out with a regular WordPress blog. So I say that I want to have a brand new version. At this point, this is very crucial, of course. You have to decide in what folder you want to have your blog. Do you want the domain name to go directly to the blog, then you don't have to fill in anything? Do you want a separate index page and then have your blog somewhere else, like in the blog directory, for instance? Then you can do this. For this website, I want the WordPress blog to be the website, so it can be in the root of the website. This is called the root if I don't add another folder to it. So I fill in the site name. This is going to be a website where I'm simply going to post some, it's actually a demo blog. I'm going to post some articles about other people's successes and how we can learn from this. Now, there are, of course, a lot of plugins and themes that you could use here. I actually never used this one, so I have no idea what all of this is. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use this. Because we can always install these things later on. I don't know what this is. Let me read this for a second. Alright, I'm going to leave this on. And we say complete. The thing I left on is to make the site look good on mobile phones. Now this is important here. At this point, of course, he will feel that your directory, the root of the website, already exists. There's probably a standard index file that says something like this website is being built right now, and he just wants to ask if we want to overwrite this. Well, yes, this is a brand new website and there's nothing on there that shouldn't go away. I have to deselect these guys again, and there we go again. So here we are right now. This is the page that tells you that the installation was a success. It is crucial, really crucial, that you print out this page and that you write everything down, because this page will actually tell you that this information has been sent to your email address as well, but the randomly generated password that will give you admin access to your blog has not been included in that email. So if you don't write it down right now, you won't get into your own website, and that is quite stupid. So I'm opening the login URL in a new window, and I of course hide my login details for privacy reasons, but I'm going to log in. He can remember me, this is my personal computer, and we're logging in. So this is what your main admin area will actually look like, and it might look a little bit different if you are using a different version of WordPress, but in general it will always look like this. So we need to tweak a couple of settings before we can continue, and therefore it's best that you go to settings and then permalinks. Now the permalinks will define how your posts, how the URL structure will actually work out. This is the default setting, and we don't want to use that. That's weird. This is not SEO worthy. I always use post name. That's the best one to use. So you click on Save Changes. Now if we look at what the blog currently looks like, then you will see that it is still the basic layout, the basic theme at this point. So let's have a look. This is a new page. So this is what it currently looks like. Now we want to change that. You can change the theme setting by going to Appearance and clicking on Themes. What you can do here is install a new theme, and then you can go to the featured themes, for instance, and pick one of these, or you can install one of the other ones. And what I do for that is I go to wordpress.org, so not .com. You click on Themes, then you click on Most Popular, and you get a list of themes that are popular, and there's one here that I like to use often, and that's called Catchbox. So we go back to the Install Themes directory and we say Search. You type in the name of the theme you liked, search, there it is. I click on Install Now and activate. As you can see right now, we can use different settings. You can choose color schemes, etc. But this is what the blog now looks like. We go back to the blog. I'm going to reload it. And there you go. It has changed already. Now this is great. Now we go back to the main page of our WordPress dashboard. And there you go. Just a couple of things before I leave you with this, because it's important that you set all of this up. On the website, you can see that you have a menu bar with some pages. The sample page, for instance, is just what it's called. So you have posts and pages, and if you look at the pages, then you will see the sample page that we just had, and we edit the entire page. I'm not going to edit the text right now, but I'm going to edit the title here. Now mind you, when you edit the page, you might want to edit the actual URL as well. I'm going to call this the about page. And there we go. And I update it. Now I go back to the website. I'm going to reload it. And there you go. So it has been changed right now. If you want to change posts or add posts, you simply go to posts. You can change the current post, you can add posts, you can add categories, you can really start playing with the blog. The right hand side right here can be changed when you go to appearance and widgets. That's where you will see all of those little tools. You can drag them out, you can drag them back in. I like to use a tag cloud, some recent posts, some recent comments. Actually no, I'm not going to use comments in the beginning because we won't have comments in the beginning. I click save. And as you will see right now, if I reload this page, the recent comments will be gone. There you go, it's gone. So this is the first step. This is how it all starts. If I now start filling up this blog with good content, Google will find it, people will start finding the blog, and then I can start selling affiliate products, I can start selling my own products. But at first we need to have visitors, and the first thing you will need for this is this blog. So click on the link below this video and go create your own first blog, and then you can use all of the other techniques I'm going to explain to you on making this blog actually successful, on applying all of the internet marketing techniques and strategies to get passive income from a blog like this one. I wish you a lot of good luck and see you soon.